I just want you all to see the lights we got set up. Pretty bright. The barn is actually bright enough, don't you think? And then
This is the 10th day.
on the 10th day, there was light. Now that right there is the light we're a little bit worried about. It doesn't really put light towards the barn like I hoped it would, but it does put out some light. And so I feel like with that over there, and you know, we might come by and cut a couple of limbs. If we cut those limbs in front of it, somehow, I don't know how to get up that high, but if we cut those limbs down, it would actually make this entire area lit up, which would be great. And then as far as the RV goes, Ruby, stop it. That's the light it puts out up front. So the spot I was talking about for the RV would be great. It would put some light over there as well. We are so very blessed that the electric company has come out and they did install a box, and they have power running to that box. They also mounted us a night light, a dusk to dawn night light on the pole. This is really the only pole we have here in this vicinity, and they will only mount those on their poles. The problem is, though, they put it in a spot where this tree is going to block it from getting inside of our barn. I wasn't here. I wish that they would have put it over here, so the light would have come and flooded down this direction and covered all of this. But I'm afraid the angle they put it, I don't know exactly how it's going to look. We're going to wait around until it gets dark and find out. But see, this tree here is going to block a lot of the light, these lower limbs especially. You can't even see the light over here. You can't even see it. So if we can't see it from here, the light won't be able to see us from there. And so all of this part of the barn will still stay dark. Now, the good news is Fire Chief Chris, who works for the power company, that's his full-time job, came out and got all of our breakers set up. So now we have lights in our feed room / tool room. We also have an outside small light here, a lamp, that you control from this switch right over here. How about that? Sweeties, y'all go eat. Y'all go, you've already had your bottles and y'all go eat. Now, we don't have any lights for the barn yet. We do have some on order. So we'll eventually get an entire string of lights like we have at I'm a Survivor. We have amazing lighting over there, sweetie. But no, it's a start, y'all. It's a start. Now, the next part of this challenge is going to try to figure out where should we put the RV. Right now, we parked it over here just because Jamie likes that. Y'all, give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to throw this gate back so these calves don't come out following Daddy. All right, so what we'll have to do is hire an electrician who will come out and he will put a breaker here for a 50 amp, and run that to the RV. But where do we park the RV? I don't think we should have it right over there. I told Jamie I think we should back it up right over here on this little hill on this is an old driveway. This is still our property, and we could back it up right over here. It'll level itself off. We can put some bricks down or some pads to level it, and that'll be a very short stretch to the meter pole. As a matter of fact, it might be close enough you wouldn't have to run a wire. You'd just use the same plug that comes with the RV. I think it has a 20-foot line on there. I don't know that for a fact. But over here, it'd be out of the way. And the only problem is this would be your front yard view, which this is not a bad view. We're going to move the old truck at some point, and then we'll move the water container. And this over here would in fact be your front. I would say right about here, this would be your front yard-ish. And I'm okay with that. You still got plenty of shade from the the afternoon sun, you have morning shade. You'll be able to look out your side window and see your barn, check on your animals. But your RV is out of the way, where if you do come off later and pasture anything in, your animals will not be right up alongside your RV, and you're not having to fence in so much that you have to keep mowed. So it's an idea. It's just an idea. Now, my other idea, so this is idea number one. This is suggestion number one. Yeah, I think right about here, the ground is nice and level. Now, of course, no matter how unlevel the ground is, that thing has a self-leveling on it, so it'll level itself. Today, I discovered something quite troubling. I'm going to go and show you right now. Before I do, though, I want you to understand that a good bull can, I'll say it again, a good bull can induce a female into heat. And so if Waylon hasn't already got a, let's just say linked up, if Waylon has not already linked up with Marilyn and Jolene, now he's trying to work over on Gracie. He's trying to work her. Y'all, let me just leave it like that, and you fill in the blanks however you want to. But in saying so, there's a problem. Let me show you that problem. Come with me. I'm going to drive around real slow, and you tell me when you spot the problem. All right? Start looking. My friends, that right there is a problem. All right, friends, so we are on the back side of the new ranch property. And this here is a Longhorn bull that about the same age as Waylon, who more than likely, is he lame? This bull more than likely has left his property wherever he lives and could smell our cows. The fact that one of them comes in heat, you know, like Waylon's trying to knock them out one at a time, that probably doesn't make much sense, but Waylon's trying to take care of his business one at a time, and as they're coming in heat, they're attracting other bulls from other nearby places. Now, I did not do any fencing along this back fence because I didn't think that I needed to. And I'm hoping that the fence that they have here will hold out long enough until Waylon can in fact breed all of the heifers and cows he's with now. But there is in fact a bull who I don't know who he belongs to or what he's doing. And he's over here in these woods along the back side of the new ranch property. Oh, you know, it's days like this that I wish Tex were here, because let's just say that this young bull somehow finds his way into this piece of property along our cows. I don't know if Waylon is a force enough to be reckoned with to keep him at bay. I know for a fact that Tex would send him packing. Tex would send him packing. He would. But Tex is not here. So there's two things I've noticed. Well, number one, I don't know where he's not inside of a fence. He's not in anyone's fenced yard. He's out. And there's actually a road. You can see that high spot right there is an old road that goes down through there. Beautiful, beautiful stretch of road, dirt road. But an occasional car will come up or down it, so I know there has to be a home back there somewhere. So he has, in fact, escaped off of his property and come over here. He also looks like he might be limping on his back leg. I don't know if he got hit or what's going on, but he's not getting around real good. I know you can't really see him walk. See that? You see that? He's not getting around too good. And I wouldn't know who to contact, but he's not one of the cows on the other side of our property, the ones where Toby's at. He's not one of those. But now that I've discovered this here, it makes me think that in my future fencing projects, I might want to go ahead and consider coming along the back side of the property as well. We've already gone from the back corner all the way up to the barn on that side. And what I may have to do at some point is come along this back fence as well with a DMZ type fencing. That's a long stretch though, y'all. That is a very long stretch and one that I'm not looking forward to. But if this is the kind of stuff we're gonna have to deal with, and in fact, we may have to at some point. How about that, huh? You're probably saying, Lester, how'd you see him back over there? I drive the fences. That's a habit that I learned from my dad. Every day my dad gets in his side-by-side and he drives the fence line. He just drives the fence line to look for any potential problems. And that's what my dad has done for years. And here I find myself doing the exact same thing on all the properties. So it's just something that you do. And today as I was driving along, I'm like, uh-oh, I see trouble. And there, my friends, is trouble. I'm going to call that bull Limpy Gimpy. Limpy Gimpy. I think that I heard that name on an Arms Family video. There used to be a deer that they had captured on video, like at their deer feeder, their game cameras, and I think they called him Limpy Gimpy. Limpy Gimpy, just a old Limpy Gimpy. So that bull there is going to be called Limpy Gimpy. The one across the way over here will be called Toby. We have to name our bulls, y'all. We have to know who's who. Limpy Gimpy and Toby.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.